Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Megan. I do a lot of beauty content mostly. I post multiple times per week, usually every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So make sure you subscribe and ring the bell, like the video, all of those YouTube things. Today we're going to be doing 3 looks with the Tom Ford palette. This one is the Nude Dip. Really excited about this. I have another quad that I quite literally just love and obsessed with. Body Heat. Oh my god, it's so good. So I picked up another one and I'm really excited to put it to the test, see if the formulation is the same or if it differs, and just to see what kind of looks we can get out of this one. I'm not sure if it's going to be as versatile as the other one that I have, but we will see. So yeah, if you're curious in seeing 3 looks with this and my review, then stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so here we go. My eyes are primed and I'm ready to go for look number 1. I'm really hopeful that this is going to perform similar to the Body Heat quad that I have and that I love so dearly, but we shall see. To start, I'm going to just go in with this shade here, and I'm going to put that in the outer corner / build that up into the crease and transition with these shades, because the texture is a little bit different. I approach the makeup a little different, but it's not in a way that's like inconveniencing me. It's actually taking out some steps, so that's really nice. So far it appears to be going on well, consistent with the other formulation that I have. Thank goodness. I was so nervous, you guys. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about the consistency of Tom Ford shadows and how the palettes can be very inconsistent. This one is the same finishes and formulation as the Body Heat one, so I was hopeful we wouldn't have any issues, but I don't know. They do have some other palettes with like different formulations that I eventually want to try, but I picked this one up with my like last purchase in Pan Over purchase, because it's one that I really liked. I had my eye on. I was hopeful the formula would be the same, so I was kind of counting on loving it. And then also, since it's only since it's only 4 shadows, it was also like the least overwhelming to add to my collection, in my like opinion. Wow, this shade is actually really pretty. It has like obviously it's like really cool, but in person it has like kind of a taupey undertone shift situation. Really pretty. Really pretty. Blending out nice as well, as you can see. And what I really love about these quads is that you only need 2 shadows to make like a full look that I'm like obsessed with. Whereas in other palettes, I find I'm usually like a 4-ish kind of gal. But that's just something that I find I can do and I enjoy with the Tom Ford quads. Now I'm going to take a brush that's a little more packed, kind of like this. And I think since I'm wearing like this pinky color here, I'm going to dip into this shade here, which has like a really pretty pink hue. And that's what I'm going to just take all over the lid portion and blend it up into this other shadow here. Ooh, that's pretty. Which I will insert swatches for you guys as well, so you can see, but that looks really pretty. I think I want to build it up a little bit more here though. And it's interesting because, like, on camera, I don't know if you guys can see it as much, but in person, whew, man, it is like literally, maybe you can see it a little there, but it is so like shimmery. Hopefully you guys will be able to see it in the close-up. I am not like talented enough when it comes to finding the best lighting to really show off the impact that the shadows have when I'm doing like filming, or even too when I'm like shooting still shots. Like, I'm just not a master of lighting, so it's unfortunate, but is what it is, you know. Yeah, this is it already. I'm gonna pop off, finish the final touches, and then I'll be back to show you guys the final look. Okay guys, so here is the finished look. I really do like how it came out. I just used a little bit of this shade again here on the lower lash line. I think it came out really nice, and so far the formula seems to be working great. I don't seem to be having any issue. So far, it's seeming like it's going to be similar to my other quad. Hopefully it wears well and all of that jazz. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pop off, and I will see you guys for look number 2. All right, my friends, welcome back. We're going to actually do looks 2 and 3 together, because I'm actually going to just be showering after this, which I'm really excited about. Tate is in here chewing on his bone, so I apologize if that is like distracting, but so last time we used this shade and this shade. This time I think I want to try to use these 3 on one side. So we're gonna start with this shade here and build it up in the crease there into the transition. And I want to do it this way to see if this one builds as nicely as the other one, where we can use, you know, 3 shades and it's not a problem. I will say wear time on my last look was fine. I didn't have any issues or anything like that. The shade is not as dark as I thought it would be. Let me just... Well, it definitely has a pretty significant flip. So I guess really it's just how the light catches it. But it still looks pretty. This one might even be, okay, we'll do that on the next look. I'm already like got ideas. Now I'm gonna go in with this shade here, and I'm gonna just really focus that on the outer portion and into the crease a little bit to give us that depth that I personally like in a look. Because I was trying to see if we could build a gradient, and I think depending on how the lighting is hitting the lid, we definitely are. It's just, like I said, kind of hard to see because of how it hits it. It's so different, which is interesting. I'm now going to go in with this shade here. And this is just what I'm going to use on the inner portion here. So I did bring those darker shades in quite a bit. So I'm just going to keep this on like the inner third. This palette, I will say, is definitely on the lighter side. I felt like for sure the other one was more dark and grungy, which I enjoy. This one is a lot softer. So if you prefer a softer look, I feel like you might enjoy the Nude Dip over like Body Heat. For this eye, I'm going to go in with this shade here, like we did on the first look. And I'm going to put it in the crease and buff it into the transition. But really, gosh, these shadows are just so easy to work with, you guys. As you can see, like, it took me 2 seconds to do that other eye. And that is one of the things I really love about these, is the unique texture that it has, but also how easy it is to work with. Like, truly, truly, truly. And I'm gonna bring it in here a little bit because this eye, I want this eye to be a little bit darker. I just love the shifts in this. The tone is stunning. And then I'm going to use that same brush we used earlier to pick up this shade here. I think that these are going to make a really pretty duo. And I think that this one is, this look will probably suit my preferences best. Just because, I don't know, I like something a little on the darker side usually. It makes my eyes pop a little bit more. But yeah, that is what we have, which I think is really pretty. I'm going to bring just a little bit more of the dark shade in here. Layer it up. Okay, I'm going to clean up the eyes and come back with the final looks and my final thoughts. Okay, you guys, so here is finished look 2 and 3. I definitely think they look kind of similar, but they're also definitely different. I think both of them turned out really, really nice. They do, in my opinion, look more pigmented in person. I think that the camera is, which let me turn on the lighting and see if that helps a little bit, but I feel like the lighting is washing them out a little bit because they're already not as deep and rich, so I feel like that's kind of weighing in, but they look really nice in person on the eyes, and I hope that when you see the close-up that you'll be able to see that as well. We're still getting like the really beautiful shimmery sparkle texture yumminess. I did use this shade here just to line my lower lash line, and then I went in with this shade here up on the brow bone. I do think if you're like, you know, trying to decide which one to pick up, either Nude Dip or Body Heat, Body Heat hands down is my favorite. I find that the formulation is consistent, so that is good. I just think that this is a color story I prefer, but I do still think this is beautiful, and I still, you know, will wear it. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's just, you know, I think it's very, if you're looking for something very like subtle, natural, I think you will really, really enjoy this one. And I know that there is like a big market for people who prefer more natural looking makeup, whereas like this can get pretty punchy, which I like. But this is just a really, really great one. But yeah, that is all that I had for you guys today. I hope that, you know, this was helpful if you're trying to, you know, decide between the two. By the time this goes up, the 3 Looks 1 palette with Body Heat should be up on my channel. I will link it down below if it is. But if you're trying to decide between the two, or if the formula is right for you, I hope that one of these videos did help you pick, because I know it's kind of a lot of money, so you want to make sure you get something that's going to be suited for you. So I hope my feedback was helpful with, you know, helping you make your decision. Per usual, everything will be linked down below. And yeah, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you truly more than you know. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Bye.